At guard is 6'1" junior Tim Honecker. At guard, Jacob Sword at 5'9" and a senior. At guard is Matt Clevenger. He's 6'1" and a sophomore. At center, Devin Adams, 6'10" and a sophomore. And at forward is Robert Boyd at 6'3" and a senior. For the Paintsville Tigers under head coach Bill Mike Runyon with a record of 12 wins and 6 losses. At guard is 6'3" junior Landon Sloan. At guard, Van Ferguson. He's 6'3" and a senior. At guard, Blake Bundy, 6 foot and a junior. The forwards, Shane Grimm, 6'2" and a junior. And J.D. Van Hoos at 6'2" and a junior. Tigers have been introduced to the crowd. The Panthers of Pikeville being the home team in this first game, them being the top team in the bracket. They're being introduced to the crowd now, and Mike Fife made the comment somewhat disappointed about the crowd, but early game and late arrivals.
Yeah, you're right, John Doug. I did say that. We still have room for more people, but yeah, it's turned out to be a pretty good crowd, and people are still coming in. We've not seen many Allen Central or Betsy Lane folks, so they're probably on the road heading this way. So I'd say by halftime we ought to have close to a full house.
Tigers being the visitors in this game, dressed in their blue uniforms, white numerals, black trimming, white uniforms, maroon numerals, black trimming for the Pikeville Panthers. Paintsville 12-6 on the season. Pikeville 8-5. The Tigers got to this game by beating South Floyd 75-67. Pikeville on Tuesday night beat Phelps 74-58.
I don't know if we, oh, there he is. I was looking for the third official. I see Mike Walker right in front of us now.
Landon Sloan at 6'3" to jump against Devin Adams at 6'10". Mike Walker will step in the circle to toss the ball up to get it underway. And the ball was hit before Mike just barely got it out of his hands. They're ready to go, aren't they? We'll try it again. It's in the air. The tip is controlled by Honecker and the Pikeville Panthers in the backcourt. Goes to Clevenger on top. Clevenger out front. Clevenger bounce pass to Honecker, right side on the wing. Puts it on the floor, brings it out. Stops his dribble. Goes in the middle to Sword. Left side to Clevenger on the wing. Clevenger stops, back out to Sword.
I think Coach got it right. I believe he is going to be real patient.
Yep.
I think Pikeville's not sure what defense we're in, mainly.
Honecker back to Sword out front. Holding the basketball back to Honecker almost at midcourt.
It's a matchup zone.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Here's Clevenger. Clevenger, bounce pass right side. Honecker on the wing to Sword for three. Good.
I believe that's how it started out at Pikeville.
Yep.
And Pikeville on top 3-0. Paintsville offensive end. Van Hoos makes a move. Off the block, left side, shot no good. Gets his own, puts it on the floor. Taken away by Sword. They're calling a jump ball. And it goes back to Paintsville.
JD made a good, strong move to the bucket, but there was the big Adams kid kind of altered the shot.
Van Hoos inbounds all the way out midcourt to Bundy. Bundy penetrates down the lane, puts it up, and he's going to draw the foul.
I believe that's on Adams.
I don't know, Adams or Sword. Yeah, Sword.
Sword.
Jacob Sword with his first personal.
And I tell you, as intimidating as Adams can be, I'm glad. I would rather, if I was a Tiger fan, I'd rather it be on Sword because he's the one they really can't afford to lose. The little floor general out there.
Blake Bundy at the line for Paintsville. His first one is short, no good. Bundy looks at it, second shot on its way, got it. 3-1 Pikeville. Here's Sword to Clevenger, still in the backcourt. Tigers three-quarter court trap.
Oh, and
Sword Inside to Honecker. Honecker back out to Sword. Steps behind the line. 3 on its way. Air ball. Adams saves it inbounds, and Van Hoos gets it. We head the other way. Here's Bundy pushing it up the floor. Bundy stops, goes out to Van Hoos. Van Hoos, Honecker all over him. Back out to Bundy. Sword comes out on him. Bundy all the way out to midcourt. Goes off to Sloan. Fires one way out. Got it.
Oh, that was Lyle Johnson range that time.
Yeah. This Honecker JD matchup is going to be a good one on this on the Tiger offensive end.
Yep. Honecker's quicker than JD and just about as strong.
Right.
4-3. Paintsville on top. Clevenger. Bounce pass left side now to Boyd. Boyd, first time he's touched the ball, and he has it slapped out of bounds by Paintsville.
I'll tell you the reason I think they have Honecker on JD. They think that Landon would probably get him in foul trouble because he takes it to the hole more than JD does.
Adams all the way in the backcourt to Honecker. 4-3, Paintsville leading. 5:55 to go in the first quarter. Clevenger across the timeline. Left side to Honecker on the wing. Out on top to Sword. Sword backs it out again. Gives it to Honecker. Honecker back to Sword. Here's Clevenger. Clevenger right side. Clevenger puts it up. Blocked by Ferguson to Sloan. Sloan behind the back into the front court. Pulls up 15-footer. Good. Clevenger back into the front court quickly. The Tigers on top 6-3. Clevenger stops his dribble. Bounce pass out to Boyd. Boyd to Honecker. Sets up the offense at midcourt. Honecker goes to Sword. Sloan on him. Sword head of the key now. Left side to Adams. Adams comes out, gives it off to Honecker. Over to Sword. Sword looking in, nowhere to go. Goes off to Honecker. Back out to Sword. Left side now to Clevenger. Clevenger to Honecker for 3. Right side, no good. Rebound comes down to Bundy. Bundy brings it up for Paintsville. To the right side, Sloan. Sloan cuts back in and a foul.
Clevenger, I believe.
Matt Clevenger picks up his first personal.
Hey, I don't understand. Pikeville's kind of been very deliberate, and they won't even get the ball inside to the big Adams kid.
I saw that. It looked like he broke across several times.
Inbound to Ferguson. Ferguson takes it back to the hole. It falls off. Rebound Van Hoos. Back up, no good. There's Ferguson again, no good, and Honecker brings it down. Still 6-3, Paintsville. 4:25 to go, first quarter.
Good board work anyway by the Tigers.
Sword to Boyd. Back out to Sword. Right side, Clevenger. Clevenger penetrates, goes baseline, and a foul. Either Van Hoos or Ferguson.
Ferguson, I believe.
And it is Ferguson. That's his first.
On number 15, Van Ferguson, his first, team number 1.
Clevenger did a pretty good job of putting it on the floor and taking it to the hole. I thought he was pretty much just a catch and shoot kind of guy.
Clevenger at the free throw line. And it's good.
Of course, Van has a tendency to get in foul trouble early, so that may be the game plan there.
It could very well be. And it's a good one tonight because we're a body short.
Second one, no good. Rebound Van Hoos. 6-4 Paintsville. Right side, Ferguson. Lost it out of bounds, and they're going to say the Pikeville last touched it.
Looked to me like Van just lost control of it after he made contact.
Inbound all the way out on top to Bundy. Bounce pass right side to Ferguson. Down in the corner to Van Hoos. Van Hoos back on top to Bundy. Left side to Sloan. In the paint to Van Hoos. In the corner left side. Here's Grimmy for 3. No good. High off the iron. Rebound Ferguson on the floor. Back up and in.
Nice rebound. Nice putback.
That's two strong offensive rebounds in a row for Van.
8-4. Paintsville on top. 3:45 to go first quarter. Sword out front. Goes to Clevenger. Clevenger head of the key. Back to Sword on the wing, right side. Inside to Boyd, mishandled foul line. He goes left side to Clevenger. Off the glass, good. So here comes Blake Bundy with it again. Bundy out front. Goes left corner to Ferguson. Ferguson lobs it in for Grimm on the block. Works his way in. Got it.
Good job, Grimmy.
It's hard to stop him when he gets down on that left block.
Yes, it is. He's deceptively strong, I believe.
Here's Honecker. Over to Sword. Back to Honecker. Head of the key. Left side to Clevenger. Clevenger to Honecker. Out to Sword. To Boyd at the foul line. Boyd doubled up. Kicks it back out to Clevenger. Inside to the big man on the left block. That's Adams. Grimmy reaches in there and ties it up.
Good job. Tigers collapsed on the big man that time. I'll tell you, I noticed 2 straight times they've got the ball to Boyd right there at about the foul line, and Tigers have collapsed and double teamed. I wouldn't even guard it.
10-6, Paintsville on top of the Pikeville Panthers. 2:51 to play still in the first quarter, as Pikeville's coach Bart Williams takes a 30-second timeout here.
A little slower pace than the last Tiger game.
A lot. By the way, a happy birthday going out to Big Bob Vanhoose.
Big Bob.
Big Bob.
In parentheses.
Big Bob in parentheses is 51. Maybe whoever put big down there, maybe they meant big and old.
Well, I can't speak for the person who said that, but hope you've had a good one anyway.
I've had a great one.
2 minutes, 51 seconds to go. First quarter, 10-6, Paintsville on top. Pikeville will inbound the basketball after the tie-up. Sword will do that left side of his own basket. Sword goes into the right corner to Clevenger. Open for 3, missed it. Rebound tipped out of bounds, and it's going to Paintsville.
Boys, as bad as our half-court defense can be sometimes, our defense on inbound plays under the opponent's bucket is horrible.
We just got suckered into that. I mean, it was a screen, and nobody was within 8 feet of him when he caught the ball.
Jordan Bell, a 5'8" junior into the game for Pikeville. Replacing Sword. Still 10-6. Paintsville winning. 2:40 to play first quarter. Bundy brings it up again for Paintsville. Bundy, bounce pass right corner to Grimm. Back out on top to Ferguson. Left side on the wing to Sloan. Back out to Ferguson. He'll pop an open 3. No good. Bundy there all by himself to put it back.
He surely was. You know, Bundy gets off his feet pretty well, too. He was way up there.
12-6 now, Paintsville. Here's Clevenger out front. Right side to Bell. Back to Clevenger. Foul line jumper for Clevenger. Missed the rim. Here's Bundy. Bundy pushes it up the floor. Bundy goes down on the baseline. 8-footer rolls off. Rebound to Bell. Bell still in the backcourt. Tigers drop back. Here's Honecker, right side. Honecker doubled up, gets it back out to Bell. Bell to Clevenger. Back to Bell. Right corner. Honecker's open. He'll take the 3. Got it.
Not only open, but wide open. Nobody within 15 feet of him.
12-9 Paintsville. Left corner. Vanhoose for 3. Got it.
That looked like the OJD Vanhoose on the form.
Great release.
Yeah.
Here's Clevenger. Right side, Honecker wants another 3. Same spot, not this time. Rebound Sloan. Sloan needs help, gives it out to Bundy. Bundy into the front court. Right corner, Graham fires a 3. Got it. Tigers out to an 18-9 lead, and with that, Bart Williams takes a timeout. 1:07 to play, first quarter. Paintsville 18 and Pikeville 9. Bill, 1:07 to play, first quarter. Bart Williams taking a timeout.
Settling his team down, Paintsville hit back-to-back threes, and that coming off of another 2-point offensive rebound. So Paintsville had scored 8 points in a matter of about 45 seconds.
I think Pikeville's kind of, Bart wants to play, not slow down, but very conservatively offensively, wants a good shot. And they were kind of like Paintsville against South Floyd. Pikeville was getting caught up in our game. They're coming down, jacking up threes.
Jared Keaton, a 6-foot senior, checks in for Blake Bundy during the timeout. Clevenger picked up by Ferguson defensively at midcourt. Hands it off to Honecker.
Justin Meek also in there.
Over to Bell. Bell moves out the circle, goes to Clevenger. Clevenger, right side, gives it off to Bell, back in the corner to Clevenger. Back out to Bell, out to Honecker, 40 seconds. Honecker to Clevenger. Clevenger penetrates in the paint and draws a foul.
Justin Meek, I believe.
Yep.
Justin Meek, a 6'3" senior. That foul will send Matt Clevenger back to the line where he's 1 of 2.
Justin's a big, strong player inside.
His free throw no good.
I don't care if he did pick up the foul. At least he stepped over and tried to help out.
Right.
You know, sometimes we just let people drive the lane for wide open layups and nobody will step to try to help or anything, but at least Justin stepped in anyway.
Second shot by Clevenger, good. Cuts the Tiger lead to 8 at 18-10, 30 seconds. Keaton out to Sloan. Sloan back to Keaton right side. Here's Sloan to Van Hoos. Van Hoos to Sloan, 20 seconds. Sloan. And Bill Mike takes a 30-second timeout. 16.2 seconds to go in the quarter. It's Paintsville 18, Pikeville 10. We're back after this. Play in the first quarter. Paintsville leading 18-10.
Looks like I'd say that we're going to hold it for 1.
Van Ferguson walks it up. Out to Sloan. 9 seconds. Inside to Van Hoos. Van Hoos puts it up, and it came off. It hung around on the rim, just wouldn't drop for him. And a foul's called on Justin Meek.
Justin Meek, his second, team number 3.
Boy, I don't... 3 seconds. Here's Clevenger. Clevenger into the front court. 3 if it goes, as it won't. After the first quarter, it's Paintsville 18 to Pikeville 10. 18-10 after the first quarter. Paintsville on top of Pikeville. And the Tigers win bound to start the second quarter. Bundy back in. Yeah, Bundy, Graham, Ferguson, Sloan, and Van Hoos for Paintsville. Sword, Honecker, Bell, Clevenger, Adams for Pikeville. Inbound all the way to the left corner to Sloan. Goes baseline, tries to dish it out. It's intercepted by Sword. Sword into the front court for Pikeville. To the right side to Bell. Bounce pass back out to Sword. Left side now. Here's Clevenger. Clevenger puts it on the floor. Back out on top to Sword. Sword puts it on the floor finally. Gives it up to Clevenger. Clevenger stops his dribble. Bounce pass out to the circle. Bell. Here's Sword for 3. Left side, good.
You know, Sword checked out of the game with about 3.5 minutes to go in the first quarter and went to the locker room. He may be getting sick, too.
So I'm looking at his hand.
18-13. The Tiger lead cut to 5. Jacob Sword was 6. All on three-point basket. To the right corner. Here's Sloan. 10-footer, good.
Nice move.
Nice move. He did a good job. Sword rotated down to try to pick up the charge, and Landon did a good job avoiding him.
Clevenger out front to the right side. Hands it off to Bell. Back out to Sword. Back to Bell. To the right corner now. That's Clevenger. Clevenger inside to Honecker. Outside to Sword. Over to Clevenger on the wing. Clevenger stops his dribble again. Inside to Honecker. Takes it to the hole. Off the glass. Good.
Good move. Used his right hand. He's a left-hander, but used his right hand.
Tim Honecker now with 5 points in the game. That's the lead for Paintsville, 20-15. Grimm, bounce pass out to Van Hoos. Van Hoos left side now to Sloan. Here's a pass off the head of Bundy, and Sword picks it up, takes it to the other end, lays it in. Obviously, Blake wasn't expecting that pass.
I think he was coming to set a screen.
Here's Grimm for 3 on the other end. No good. Ferguson high to get the rebound, and then he's fouled. That's going to be Bell. Got up under him. And for Jordan Bell, that's number 1.
Jordan Bell hit
He got up under him, but he wasn't trying to do it maliciously. Van just got up high in the air.
Yeah. And really he was up to about the kid's shoulders, and he came down. I thought he was going to get hurt.
Robert Boyd back in for Pikeville, inbound to midcourt to Bundy. 2017 Paintsville. Bundy's pass kicked out of bounds by Sword. The Tigers are inbound again. Van Hoos gets it in to Bundy. Bundy goes to the foul line, takes the jumper, good.
Blake's having another pretty good offensive game.
22-17 now, Paintsville. 6 minutes to go in the half. Sword. Out to Clevenger. Clevenger against Bundy. Gives it up to Sword. He's open. Now he steps inside the line. Jumper no good. Rebound down to Van Hoos. Van Hoos doubled up and a foul's called. That's going to be on Bell.
And he just got
a technical. So Jordan Bell now has 3 personal fouls in a short time.
And he's going right straight. He never even looked around. He just started walking to the bench.
We have a personal foul on number 3. Jordan Bell hit second. We have a technical foul on number 3. Jordan Bell hit third.
And quickly, Bart Williams will replace Jordan Bell with Tyler Baker.
Not a good foul.
Van Hoos free throw is good.
The technical could, Pikeville got back in this thing and potential 5-point play for the Tigers.
Second one by Van Hoos is good. Now it's 24-17.
They were down by 5. If Tigers hit a 3, they've gone from down to 5 down to 10.
Inbound to Sloan, left side. To Bundy in the circle. Sets up the offense. Here's Ferguson with it. Head of the key to Sloan. Left side, Van Hoos. Van Hoos in the corner, left side to Bundy. Back out to Van Hoos, head of the key to Ferguson. Right here's Sloan for 3, no good. Here is Sword now. Off the glass, no good. Tip back up and in. Who they give it to?
I didn't see who got it, but
gave it to Boyd. Bundy, right side. Ferguson for 3. High off the iron, no good. Rebound, tipped around, still loose. Honecker comes up with it. Honecker now brings it up. Honecker, bounce pass, and it's kicked.
we had a good pace going, coming down, taking 3 and 4 passes. Then we came down the last couple of times and fired it after 1 or 2 passes.
Yep. 24-19. Paintsville leading, 4:45 to go in the first half. To the right side, Sword rolls it over to Clevenger. Foul line jumper is good. Here's Sloan. Stops inside to Ferguson, puts it up, no good. Here goes Honecker the other way, numbers with the Tigers. Stops, foul line, kicks it out to Clevenger. To the right side, Baker fakes, puts it off the glass, good. 24-23. Paintsville on top by 1. Ferguson inside for Van Hoos, batted away, and they're going to get Baker with the foul.
Hey, this Baker kid's pretty impressive. He didn't play against us up there at Pikeville. He's just a sophomore, 6'1" sophomore, but he's looks like he's going to be a nice player.
4:07 to go, first half. Inbound to Sloan. Sloan back on the baseline to Van Hoos. Reverse layup, no. Rebound comes down to Pikeville. Here's Sword with it. To the right side, Baker. To the foul line, Honecker. Left side, Clevenger for 3. No good. Rebound, Van Hoos. Van Hoos gives it up to Bundy. Still 24-23 Paintsville. Ferguson, left side, takes it to the hole. Got it. He's fouled.
I was just getting ready to say the big guy's out. We need to start taking the ball to the hole.
Yep, exactly right.
Fouls on Baker. That's his second. Van Ferguson to the line. 4 points so far in the game. And it's good. 27-23 Paintsville, 3:40 to go, first half. Trapped by Paintsville. Sword front court now to Boyd. Boyd thought about it, didn't do it, penetrates off the glass, no good. Rebound comes down to Sloan. Sloan in the front court now. Sloan dishes off to Grimm. Grimm puts it up and he charges. Sure did. That's number 1 on Grimm.
Number 20, Shane Grimm, his first, team number 4.
Mike, I think we finally got that crowd you were expecting.
Yeah, you boys won't let me live that down, will you?
Here's Sword in the front court now. 3:20 to go in the half. To the right side, Boyd down in the corner. Stops his dribble. Over the top, left side to Baker. Down on the baseline to Clevenger. Dishes off to Honecker. Off the glass. No good. Rebound Van Hoos. Van Hoos gives it up to Ferguson. Ferguson back to Van Hoos. 3 out front. No good. Rebound. That's Honecker with it. And a foul in the backcourt against the Tigers.
I do not understand. Well, they're just too aggressive, but you don't want to commit a foul 80 feet or 70 feet away from the bucket.
Van Ferguson picks up his second personal.
Team number 5.
27-23, still the score. Paintsville leading. Pikeville with the basketball with 2:50 to go in the first half. Sword gives it to Baker. Out to Clevenger. Clevenger. Bounce pass to Sword for 3. No good. Rebound comes down to Bundy. Bundy pushes it up the floor. 3 on 3. Off to Sloan. Sloan, 6-footer good.
He got that ball caught on his hip, and he was able to stop. I was afraid he was going to end up walking with it.
29-23 now, Paintsville. 2:40. Here is Clevenger. Clevenger gives it up to Sword. Sword tries to go inside to Honecker, kicked around into the backcourt. Clevenger picks it up, heads the other way.
Van almost picked up number 3.
Here's Clevenger down in the right corner. 3 on its way, no good. Rebound and a foul underneath.
Baker, I believe, over the back.
There it is. He picked up 3 quick ones.
Yep.
And it is. And they're bringing Bell back in, who has 3. Keaton back in the game for Paintsville, replacing Ferguson.
Pikeville had cut the game to 1, and Paintsville's opened it back up to 6. We've got Pikeville missing their last 5 field goal attempts.
Landon Sloan to shoot the bonus. And it's no good. Rebound comes down to Honecker. Gives it up to Sword. 1:55 to go in the half. Paintsville on top, 29-23. Sword to Bell in the circle. Back out to Honecker. Setting up the offense for Pikeville. Honecker dribbling the basketball. Minute 30. Gives it to Bell out front.
Big guy's not moved his foot out of the lane. We're at 10 seconds.
You're exactly right, Bob.
Here's Bell. Bell goes left side. Back out to Sword. Goes right side to Boyd. He couldn't run it down. A bad pass by Sword.
Yep, sure was.
Bundy comes up with it. 1:10 to go in the half. Off to Keaton. To Van Hoos. Now Grimm has it. Out to Bundy. Inside a minute. Back out to Grimm. Over the right side now to Keaton. Keaton hands it off to Sloan at the hash mark. Sloan. Over to Van Hoos. Inside to Bundy. Over to Grimm in the left corner. Back out to Van Hoos. 3 on its way off the wing. No good. Rebound Honecker. Honecker pushes it up the floor. Stolen from behind by Grimm. Grimm gives it off to Van Hoos. Over to Keaton. 26 seconds. To Sloan. Right side. Bundy. Bundy fires a 3. Got it! 14 seconds. Jordan Bell into the front court to Sword. Over to Honecker, 8 seconds. Honecker, 4 seconds, right corner. Sword for 3, no good. High off the iron, rebound Clevenger. Then he lost it as the horn sound. With the first half ending, Paintsville on top. It's Paintsville 32, Pikeville 23. We're back in 2 minutes. You're listening to Paintsville Tiger Basketball. Ball to start the second half. Jacob Sword has it. Goes off to Honecker. Over to Sword, back to Honecker. To Clevenger, inside the board, gets it into the big man this time. 8-foot turnaround jumper, good. Well, it took them a half to do it. Yeah,
Mike, they're making us look smart.
Here's Graham, goes baseline, got around the big man, put it up and in.
Yeah, he blew right by Adams on the baseline. Boyd tried to come over and help, but Grimmy put it in.
Here's Sword, 34-25, Paintsville to Honecker. Out to Boyd. Inside to Adams on the block. Turnaround jumper again. Lays it in. Here's Bundy. Bundy lost it. Honecker comes up with it. Honecker stops. Foul line jumper. No good. Tipped out. Still loose. Sword comes up with it. Sword off to Honecker. Over to Clevenger. Clevenger, baseline jumper, good. Ferguson front court, 34-29 Paintsville. Pass intercepted by Sword, lead pass to Honecker. Honecker just taking his time down there, and Bundy, he caught up with him almost. Ball away.
I'll tell you, Blake did a good job of fouling without picking up an intentional.
Right.
Even though, you know, if we'd been over at Williamson playing, they would have probably called it intentional anyway. And had 3 of them over there in that game.
Here's Sword inbound, right side of his own basket. Still looking. And the 5-second, nope. Did they get?
Yep, sure did.
I thought he was pointing toward Bart, saying he got a timeout. You know, you got a 6'10" guy standing there, just throw it up in the air.
Throw it up in the air, let him catch it.
There's no one from Paintsville close to his height. That should never happen under your own basket with a 6'10" guy. And the tallest Paintsville's got 6'3". Right side, Grimm. Back out to Ferguson, to Sloan, left side. Here's Bundy inside to Van Hoos, back out, Sloan open for 3. Got it.
All J.D. had to do was wheel left and had a layup.
Baseline, and he shot the basket, but it turned out great for the Tigers.
Yeah, 3 instead of 2.
37-29 now, Paintsville. 5:50 to play, third quarter. Clevenger, bounce pass right side, Honecker. Left side to Sword. Sword in the paint. He'll take a 12-footer, no good, draws a foul. And it's going to be on Ferguson. That'll be his third.
Puts Bill Mike in a spot. You going to take him out with number 3 or let him play till he picks up a 4th?
Going to take him out.
Now Van's a senior. He's got to play a little bit smarter than that.
First one by Sword is good.
Watching the play from our angle, you could just about see that he was going to try to block the shot, and he didn't have a good angle to block it.
You're right.
37-30 now. Second shot by Sword, no good. Rebound Sloan.
Pikeville was going to press us if he'd made the foul shot.
Here's Sloan, takes a jumper. It falls off, rebound. It's out of bounds off of Grimm, and it's going to Pikeville.
I think the Panthers may have gotten one that time.
Yeah.
Sword into the front court. 5:25 to play, third quarter. Off to Clevenger. Clevenger moves out on top now. Bounce pass to Sword. Left side to Boyd. Back out to Sword to Honecker. Right side, Clevenger. Clevenger penetrates, puts it up. It falls off. Rebound comes down to Van Hoos, clears out to Sloan. Numbers with the Panthers. Sloan holds it up, left side, spins now. Sloan goes down in the corner, back out to Bundy. Bundy sets up the offense with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Paintsville leading by 7. Bundy over in the corner, left side to Keaton. Back out to Grimm. Grimm in the paint to Van Hoos, right side. Bundy for 3. It popped in. Hit the iron straight up and went in.
Hit the front of the rim, looked to me like, and went straight up and in.
It's a good find.
Yeah, for sure.
10-point lead now for Paintsville, 40-30. Sword to Honecker. Over to Clevenger, down in the right corner. Sword, he'll set up, fire a 3, no good. Rebound Keaton, clears out to Bundy. Bundy off to the right side to Sloan. He'll take it in against the big man. Got it.
Well, boys, Adams scores 2 quick buckets for Pikeville, and
They haven't touched the ball.
Yep, exactly right. They've thrown up a couple of trays.
As Pikeville will take a timeout, 4:15 to go, third quarter. It's now Paintsville 42, Pikeville 30. Mike Byfew was talking about Devin Adams touching it the first 2 trips down and not seeing it afterwards.
Yep, don't understand that, and I'm sure Coach Williams is going to remind him of that fact, because we definitely don't have an answer
Right.
for that.
But, we talked about it at halftime that he didn't get a lot of shots. I don't know that he
took a shot.
They came out and they got the ball to him twice. He scored both times, and he's not touched it since.
Yep.
42-30, Paintsville leading, 4:15 to go in the third quarter. Front court, Clevenger. Left side now to Sword. Inside. That's the big man. Turnaround jumper, no good, and he draws a foul.
Well, one thing I've noticed, he's got the ball on the left block, and he turns to the lane every time. He has to turn to his right side. So Paintsville ought to be able to recognize that defensively.
Fouls on Sloan. That's his first. Free throw too hard, no good.
At the line for Pikeville, number 23, Devin Adams, shooting 2.
Second shot for Adams. Got it. Here comes Baker back in, replacing Adams. Pikeville, full court trap. Sloan, front court to Keaton, left side. Gives it back to Sloan. Here's Van Hoos, head of the key, back to Sloan. Keaton wide open. It'll be a 2. It goes.
We've said it all year long. Jared can hit that wide open jumper if he gets it.
44-31 now, Paintsville, with 3:40 to go in the third. Clevenger works right side, gives it up to Baker. Baker inside to Honecker, lost it, recovers, lost it again, kicks it over to Clevenger. Back inside to Honecker, lost it again, puts it up and draws a foul. That's on Keaton. That's his first.
I'm not sure that was that was a good foul. I think, he might have probably scored from there if we don't get a hold of it.
I think you're right.
Honecker's free throw is no good.
It turned out to be a good foul.
Number 2, Tim Honecker.
Second shot is good. Front court, left side to Graham. Cut off the baseline by Barker. Here's Keaton inside to Van Hoos. Van Hoos works to the hole. Got it.
Used his left hand. Good strong move for JD.
7 down for Van Hoos. Tigers on top by 14. Here's Sword trying to cut in the lead for 3. No good. Rebound Clevenger. Goes underneath inside to Baker. Puts it up. It falls off. Rebound comes down to Sloan. Sloan pushes it up the floor for Paintsville. Front court now. Sloan gives it back out to Bundy. 2:50 to play third quarter. Bundy spins in the paint, lost it, and a walk is called.
Gee, my knee.
I don't know what happened there.
I thought he got mugged by Sword.
(46-32), Paintsville leading. Clevenger inside, Honecker, foul line jumper, came out. Tipped out of bounds back to Pikeville. Jordan Bell back in for Pikeville.
Jordan Bell for Sword.
Bell will inbound right side of his own basket with 2:37 to go in the third quarter. Bell still holding it, goes inside, it's loose. They're tied up, and it goes to Paintsville.
Got a break there.
Yeah, we did.
Have a good pass from the inbounds. They score easily there.
Yeah, for sure.
Devin Adams back in, replacing Boyd for Pikeville.
And that was one where there was no screen. We just fell asleep.
Sloan gets it into midcourt to Grimm. Front court now to Van Hoos. Van Hoos to the hole, puts it up, it goes in.
He took it to Adams that time, really. I thought he was going to pick up a foul.
Here's Clevenger on the other end, down on the baseline. Fakes, puts it up and in.
Nice little up and under.
Yep. Clevenger's just a sophomore. He's going to be a good one.
Still 14-point lead for Paintsville. Sloan with the jumper. Sloan now with 16.
This is starting to turn into Tuesday night's game, Bob.
Yep.
Get the stopwatch out.
Inside, pass batted away. Van Hoos comes up with it. Van Hoos front court now. Lost the basketball, tips it to Bundy though.
Nice.
On the other side to Sloan. Sloan, 6-footer. No good, rebound Honecker. Honecker slows it up now for Pikeville, 1:45.
That's Paintsville's first miss of the half.
Gee.
Honecker out front, 1:35. Bounce pass to Clevenger, 50-34 Paintsville. Clevenger. Left corner to Bell, off to Baker. Baker back out to Clevenger. 1:20. Left side, Bell. Cross court to Baker for three. On its way, no good. Rebound comes down to Van Hoos. Clears out to Bundy, into the front court now. Bundy, right side of the paint, in the paint to Grimm, off the glass.
Nice pass.
Foul.
Once again, Blake just threaded the needle.
Baker picks up his fourth. They'll take a seat, and Seward comes back in. The Tigers out to a 52-34 lead.
When Bundy's got the ball, you better have your hands ready.
Yep. Grimm's free throw is no good. Rebound Honecker. 52-34 Paintsville. 1 minute to play, third quarter. Here's Clevenger. Against Keaton. Goes down on the baseline. The push against Keaton.
Yep. This is why Coach Ring is one of the top coaches in the league. You've got a minute to go. Tried to get Grimmy out there for a little bit of a blow. You're going to get a minute here. You're going to get 2 minutes at the middle of the quarter if he puts him back in. So he's going to have about a 3-minute rest and only misses a minute.
Yep.
Inbound to Sword. Inside to Adams. His pass almost intercepted by
job,
Keaton.
Jared. Jared stepped in the passing lane down there in the baseline and almost in his hands and popped back out.
54.2 seconds to go in the third quarter. Bell finally throws it up to Honecker at midcourt. Right corner now to Bell, back to Honecker. Honecker works right side, down on the baseline, lost the basketball and tried to save it, and he walked with it.
Nice stand by the Tigers.
Yep.
43.5 seconds to go, third quarter. Inbound to Keaton, back to Sloan. Sloan brings it up now. Front court spins, lost the basketball, but he gets a foul called on Honecker. I'm going to say he's the reason he lost the basketball, I guess.
Well, I think there should have been no call anywhere. The dribble went high, but he stopped and caught it. He didn't try to dribble anymore.
Inbound to Van Hoos, left corner, stops. Out midcourt now to Bundy. Bundy. Bounce pass to Sloan, 27 seconds. Over to Meek, to the right corner, Keaton. Keaton brings it back out, spins, heads to the goal, puts it up, but a double foul called before the shot. And Van Hoos just got a technical. So Van Hoos is going to get two personals, just like Bell did in the first half. Honecker and Van Hoos double fouls, and then Van Hoos is going to pick up another one on the technical. So both of those now have 2.
First foul number 2 on Tim Hollaker, his second, team number 3. We have a foul on number 23, J.D. Van Hurst, his first, team
17.4 seconds to go in the third quarter.
J.D. Van Hurst, his second, team number 7.
Paintsville still leading 52-34, and Sword will shoot for Pikeville.
Pikeville, number 10, Jacob Ford, shooting 2.
First 20 is good. Second shot is good. It's now 52-36, and Pikeville gets the ball back. Bell quickly back to Sword. 15 seconds. Sword. And a foul on Bundy. That's his second.
Foul was on number 45, Blake Bundy, his second, team number 8.
And Sword back to the line.
Too big a seam in that defense right there. In that zone defense.
Yeah.
There's no excuse for that.
First one by Sword is good.
In football, they say you could drive a Mack truck through that hole. You could have driven a Mack truck through that hole right there.
Second shot by Sword is no good. Rebound. That's going to be Boyd over the back.
Fellas, there must be these players must be doing a lot of talking out there, because they're almost calling this one now like they're trying to keep it under control.
Right.
52-37, Bundy front court, 7 seconds, off to
So
Sloan.
JD's got a mismatch.
Sloan works left side of the paint, drives, and another foul. And that's on Boyd. That's his second. Paintsville with 2.6 seconds to go in the quarter. Van Hoos goes in the corner, left side to Sloan. Sloan has it stripped away by Sword, but they're going to call the foul on Sword. So Sword now has 2.
Foul was on number 10, Jacob Sword, his second, team number 6.
So Landon Sloan will shoot free throws. He's 0 of 1 from the line tonight. His first one is good.
For Paintsville, number 12, Landon Sloan.
Second shot by Sloan is no good. After 3, it's Paintsville 53, Pikeville 37. We're back after this. 53-37 our score after 3. Paintsville leading the Pikeville Panthers. It's Allen Central Betsy Lane after this one. The 2 winners will play in the championship tomorrow evening at 7 o'clock. Pikeville with an inbound to start the fourth quarter. Here is Sword. Sword to the right side to Boyd. Out to Clevenger. Clevenger back out to Sword. To Boyd. To Sword. To Clevenger. He goes left side to the hole, off the glass, good.
Nice strong drive.
Yes, sir. Clevenger now with 12 in the game. Here's Grimmy on the other end, and he draws a foul on Boyd. And for Boyd, that's number 3.
Tell you, tonight, Pikeville is not doing a very good job of getting back down the floor. Even, on a made basket, we're still beating them down the floor.
Well, they may be suffering from some of this flu symptoms like the Tigers.
Yeah.
Grimm's free throw is good.
I was just sitting here thinking at halftime, if Blake and Grimmy are not feeling real well, probably the second half, especially the fourth quarter, is when you're going to see the signs of it.
Second one is good also. Grimm now with 11, and it's 55-39. Sword to Clevenger, left side now, down in the corner to Boyd. Pass intercepted by Ferguson. He's fouled by Sword. Nope, they called the walk.
Sword's a good little defensive player. He didn't give up on that play after it was thrown away, and he was standing right there as soon as Van turned around and made him do a little stutter step.
Here's Clevenger with it. 7:20 to play in the game. 55-39, Paintsville leading. Right side to Sword, down in the corner to Boyd. Back out on the wing to Clevenger. Clevenger overshot the 6'10" man.
The right idea, just led him a little bit too much.
You got to put a little air underneath the ball, too, instead of throwing that line drive.
Yeah.
Bundy to Ferguson. Ferguson right side. Down in the corner to Grimm. Back out to Ferguson to Vanhoose. Lobs it inside to Sloan on the block. Left side, turnaround jumper, good.
Sword at 5'9" or 5'10". There's no way he can match up when Landon goes down on the block.
57-39, Paintsville. Clevenger works right side, stops. Out to Sword. Sword on the baseline, left side now to Boyd. Down inside, missed the big man again. Grimmy comes up with it. Here's Bundy, left side to Vanhoose, lobs it in. Same mismatch, back out to Vanhoose, 0 for 3, left side, no good. Rebound comes down to Adams. Adams gives it off to Sword, into the front court now, 6:15 to play. Sword, left side, stops his dribble inside to Adams. Adams takes it to the hole, off the glass, good.
Good job, made a good catch, and even had to take a step that time.
Adams now with 7 on the second half. Here's Grimm, pulls up, 15-footer, no good. Rebound Adams. Adams needs help. Finally gives it up to Clevenger. 57-41 Paintsville. Here's Clevenger with it to the right side. Honecker. Honecker out front. Dribbling the basketball in the circle at 5:40 to play. Honecker spins in the paint, goes off. Sword wide open for 3. Got it. 57-44 now, Paintsville. Here's Vanhoose. He's open for 3. Didn't take it. Now he will. No good. The rebound comes down to Adams. Here's Clevenger, left side. He drives in, puts it up, draws the foul. That's going to be on Vanhoose. How many balls have we seen hang on the rim tonight?
Oh, it's been all night long.
Unfortunately, the ones that have hung on the rim have gone in for the Tigers and not for Pikeville.
That's number 3 on Vanhoose. Matt Clevenger, 2 of 4 from the line tonight. 12 points. And it's good. Here's Baker back in for Pikeville. And Bell taking out Boyd and Adams.
I believe we're going to see pressure on a made free throw.
I'd say so.
Free throw is good.
Well.
Here's Paintsville front court. Sloan, 5:10 to play. Bundy, 57-46. Out to Sloan. Sloan spins in the paint, puts it up, good. Clevenger, left side. Goes to Honecker. 4:45 to go. Honecker right side, out to Clevenger. Clevenger spins, goes to the hole, got it.
Turned her back on defense.
Yeah, gee, no. We cannot stop dribble penetration.
59-48 now, 4:30 to play. Paintsville by 11. Honecker goes for the foul and goes for the steal and gets the foul instead. (59-48). Now a technical.
On whom?
I don't know. Wasn't anyone around him.
No.
Maybe, I don't know.
I think they're saying it's on Landon.
4:30 to play in the game, 59-48.
If they're calling because Grimmy threw his arms after the foul, they waited like 3 minutes to make that call.
Yeah. Pikeville fans were definitely wanting a technical.
Honecker gets a third personal.
Number 20, Shane Grimm, hit second.
Shane Grimm got a technical. That's his second. Grimm shooting the bonus, missed it.
All right, boys, these guys are going to have to keep their mouths shut when they play.
So Honecker picked up his third personal. Grimm picked up his second, well, his first, and then the technical. Sword's free throw is no good.
I don't think they're saying he said anything. I think it was the reaction after the foul when he threw his arms up. I think they're trying to say that he might have thrown a punch, and there was no punch there.
No, there was no reason to give him a technical foul on the play.
If that's a punch, then he don't need to be walking down any dark alleys.
Right, yeah.
The second free throw by Sword was good. That cut the lead. Officials talking at midcourt again.
They're calling both coaches over now. I don't know what's going on.
4:30 to play in the game. I think the second free throw by Sword made it 59-49, didn't it? I don't think they put it up there yet.
Yeah, it was 11, so it should be 10.
I think so, too.
Oh, boy. You would think with three officials out there, they could keep track of what's going on.
Now they give Sword the free throw point, and it is a 10-point lead for Paintsville. Now we're ready to play. Pikeville gets the basketball, trailing by 10. 4:25 to play in the game. Sword goes left side in the corner to Baker. Baker brings it back out off to Honecker. Honecker to Sword. Sword. Foul line in the paint, takes a jumper, no good. Rebound Van Hoos. Van Hoos gives it up to Bundy. Bundy out front now. Back to Van Hoos. And timeout Paintsville. 30-second timeout, 3:58 to play. It's Paintsville 59, Pikeville 49. Paintsville with that 10-point lead with 3:58 to play in the game. Paintsville will inbound the basketball in the front court near side. Ferguson will inbound.
There he is.
Gets it into Sloan. Sloan is going to be fouled by Sword. And for Jacob Sword, he now has three.
Tell you, the way Landon went down, I kind of thought maybe he might have turned his ankle.
Jacob Sword, hit third.
And Boyd back in for Baker for Pikeville. Sloan will shoot the bonus. 1 of 3 from the line tonight.
Need these.
21 so far in the game for Sloan. His first one is good.
That was a big free throw.
Yes, it was.
Get him off that 59 mark.
Second shot for Sloan. Good. 61-49. 3:50 to go. Clevenger to the right side, down in the corner to Sword. Lost the basketball, right to Sloan, and then Sloan's fouled by Adams. That's his first.
Landon went down on his hip here, and then he got his legs rolled on that one.
Yeah.
So that's team foul number 10. Sloan will shoot 2. His first one is good.
Landon came into the game shooting 73% from the line.
His second one is no good. Rebound comes down to Boyd. 62-49 Paintsville, 3:40 to play. Honecker Out on top, Clevenger, head of the key. Clevenger back to Honecker. Honecker moves out now. Back out to Clevenger. 3 on its way. Good. 62-52. Right side, Van Hoos. Down in the corner to Ferguson. Ferguson goes baseline, reverse layup.
Yes, it was. How he got down that baseline without stepping out of bounds, I don't know.
64-52. 3 minutes to go.
Big time move, though.
Honecker open, takes a 3. Short.
Get it off there.
Rebound, Van Hoos. Van Hoos clears out to Sloan. Sloan. Pass deflected by Sword right to Honecker.
Could have used that bucket right there.
Here's Sword. Sword to the right side, gives it to Clevenger. Clevenger at the foul line, spins back out to Sword. Sword back out to Clevenger. Clevenger drives off the glass, comes off, rebound. Clevenger gets his own, missed it again.
Two Tigers stood right there and let that kid step in and get that rebound.
Here's Sloan out to Van Hoos. To Bundy. 2:10 to play.
That was a huge miss right there for Pikeville.
Bundy gives it back to Sloan. Left corner to Van Hoos. Van Hoos drives to the hole, puts it up, no good, but draws a foul.
He had to do that. He had the big guy on him, and you pump fake and got him to at least just move. He's by him.
Exactly right. Honecker stepped over to help, the only thing that saved the layup.
Honecker picks up his 4th. Van Hoos with 9 points in the game. Still 2:01 to play. Paintsville on top by 12. Betsy Lane and Allen Central coming up after this one. 2 winners play tomorrow night for the championship. 7 o'clock.
Boys, I don't know about you guys, but all in all, I'm pretty pleased with the Tigers' efforts tonight.
They have played well.
Van Hoos' first free throw is good.
And Pikeville has played very well in spurts, but they just have, they'll have 2 or 3 minute spurts where they don't do anything, take bad shots and don't get the ball where it needs to be.
Second one no good. Rebound down to Adams. Jordan Bell checked in for Pikeville. Minute 55 to play. Here's Honecker. Minute 45, left side. That's Sword. He'll fire a 3. Got it. Jacob Sword with his 4th three-pointer of the night. And Pikeville takes a timeout. 1:41 to play. Paintsville 65, Pikeville 55. 3-point basket cuts the Tiger lead to 10 at 65-55.
Swords had a pretty good game offensively for Pikeville. He only came into this thing averaging 6.3 a game, primarily as their point guard, but he's played off the ball quite a bit tonight, being a shooter.
Full court pressure by Pikeville. Sloan to inbound. Gets it into Van Hoos. Van Hoos doubled up to Bundy. Right side. Bundy back to the middle of the court for the offensive end. Now he's doubled up. He gets rid of it. Ferguson. Baseline to Sloan. Sloan brings it back out to Bundy. And here's a foul at midcourt on Clevenger. And for Clevenger, he has 2.
Well, I think Coach Williams told him at the last time out that Blake is the one they want to put at the line.
Blake Bundy, 1 of 2 tonight from there.
Blake came in tonight at 58% from the line.
Well, it's double bonus, so there's, not a whole lot of pressure on this first one.
And he missed it.
Blake.
Devin Adams back in for Pikeville.
He shoots his free throws with his arms instead of his legs.
Second shot, Bundy short. Rebound, kicks around. Honecker finally picks it up, clears it out to Clevenger. Minute 19 to go. Off to Sword. 65-55 Paintsville to Clevenger. Clevenger to Honecker. Honecker works left side. Honecker to the block. Puts it up. No good. Rebound Adams. Slapped out of his hands. Back to Pikeville.
I thought maybe that one might have gone off Adams' leg, but I don't guess it did.
Honecker to inbound. Left side of his own basket with 1:05. Honecker looking in. Goes in the corner to Clevenger. Clevenger gets around Ferguson. I think that was a pass to the big man, but he went up like a shot, and the big man was turning around to rebound.
He was in rebounding position.
Yep.
You're exactly right, fellas.
That's one of those times you go ahead and shoot it, and if you miss, the big guy's going to get it.
Right. Jordan Bell back in for Pikeville. 59 seconds. Full court pressure by Pikeville. Van Hoos into Sloan. Back to Van Hoos. He's fouled by Bell.
Well, I'm sure Pikeville didn't mind the foul too much to stop the clock, but I kind of thought maybe that Bale might have slid on by the JD with really no contact.
At the line for Paintsville, number 20.
I think a lot of times officials know that you're going to foul, and any kind of contact they're going to call it.
Well, sure. Anticipation.
Right.
Just like the second baseman or the shortstop on turning double play at second base. As long as you're close to the bag, the umpire's going to give you the out.
Van Hoos, his first free throw is good. Here's Adams back in for Pikeville. Second one, Van Hoos got it. 67-55. Bale, right side of the lane. Gives it in the lane to Clevenger and got it. Here's Ferguson, right side, front court to Grimm. Grimm stops. And timeout Paintsville. 36 seconds to play. It's Paintsville 67, Pikeville 57.
Yep, just a little. Championship game 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Is that correct?
Yep. 36.2 seconds to play. Inbound to Sloan. Sloan pulls up on the block. No good. Rebound is last touch by Van Ferguson. Back to Pikeville. Here's Ford. Ford kicks it out to Clevenger. Bundy comes up with it. They're going to call the kick.
Yep.
Here's Honecker, goes baseline, lays it up and in. And with that, Bart Williams is going to take a timeout. 16.9 to play. It's now Paintsville 67, Pikeville 59. Birthday.
Big Bob's birthday.
16.9 seconds to go.
I got two at home that's not feeling well. I think JR's wife is down with the flu, and my daughter, Tiffany.
Oh, gosh. And so that means you're contagious, and I'm sitting right here next to you.
I may not be Big Bob tomorrow night.
Van Hoos inbounds to Ferguson. Back to Van Hoos, tipped out by Sword, down to 13. Van Hoos lobs it into Sloan. Sloan, front court now to Ferguson, 9 seconds. Ferguson out to Sloan, 5 seconds. They're just going to let it go. That'll be it. The final score tonight. Paintsville 67 to Pikeville 59. With the win, the Tigers improve to 13-6. Pikeville drops to 8-6. The Tigers move to tomorrow night's championship game at 7 o'clock. They'll play the winner of the next game between Allen Central and Betsy Lane. 67-59, the final score. We're back in 2 minutes. We'll wrap it up. You're listening to Paintsville Tiger Basketball.